Hi guys, so today I have a slightly different video for you. As you know, I am a photography student at Falmouth University and I wanted to incorporate photography into my YouTube channel a bit more. So I've been getting slightly annoyed with people online lately using I think they use an app, I have no idea what it is, I don't want to know, to make their images look really grainy and have like light leaks. Effects that you would get if you shot your photographs on film using a film camera, actual negatives. It's just bugging me basically, and I thought, you know what, I want to take my I've been ranting about it a bit on Twitter, so I was like, I want to take that and do something good with it. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna help you learn how to shoot on 35mm film cameras. Then you can actually do it properly. Things like light leaks, and that's such a funny thing to say, light leaks. Anyway, negative scratches is what a lot of people have been using. Technically, when you're shooting on film, those things actually ruin your images. There have been many times when I've been at the darkroom in uni and I've been spending ages trying to print a photo. You go outside to put it on the drying rack and you realise there's a negative scratch, like a tiny little mark, and that is an image you can't really use unless you use spotting ink and spot it up so that it's no longer there. And I just find it very strange that it's an aesthetic. I understand that it makes an image authentic when you're in the dark room and then it's, you know, it's got a little nick on it. Ultimately, it's not good. Means you haven't looked after your negatives properly, that they've got dust on and it's scratched it. Boggles my mind that this is cool, I don't know. And light leaks. So I've got a roll of film in the back of here right now. If I was to open this up and expose the film to light, that's what a light leak is. Is that light has leaked in on the film and it would potentially ruin it, but a lot of the time it does create cool effects. But I just can't understand why people are doing it on digital images. I do often like photographs that have been shot on film and have got light leaks on. Can be really, really cool, but shoot it on film. Why not just go back to basic photography, have a lot of fun? So yeah, that's what I'm gonna help you with today. You may even find that a family member, one of your, like a grandparent, has a film camera. This film camera was passed on to me from a relative. It is the Minolta X700 and it's got a 24mm lens on it, so it's a bit of a wide angle. So the main things that I love about shooting on film cameras is the colours. There's just something about the colour palette of shooting on film that is just so beautiful, and I also really love when images get really grainy. There's something about that quality of photo that I just love, but only when shooting on film. I don't like it in a digital image. And another thing is multiple exposures. When you take a photo and then take another photo on top of that. I did a whole project on it at uni. Absolutely loved it, and I will show you how to do that with your film. So the first thing about shooting film is how to load the camera. It's probably like the most simple thing ever, but when you first, I would say when you first get given a film camera and you open up the back, which I can't do right now because there is film inside. When you first open up the back and you look at it, I was literally like, oh my god, what am I doing? It's really, really simple, and I will insert an overlay of how to do this and I will talk you through it now. So with loading your film, what you want to do is pop up the winder, pull that out, lift that out, and it will open up the back of your camera. And then you have two sides. One side where you put the film canister in, and the other side is where the film is going to wind when you wind on. So you want to pull the film across, click it into the little grooves on the spool, and then you just want to sort of wind it on until it catches and goes round. Take a photo and wind it on, and once you know that it's definitely winding on properly, click the back in place, and then I usually take about another 2 or 3 photos. Obviously just pressing the button, winding on, press the button, winding on, and then you're ready to go. So once you have got your film loaded in your camera, you are ready to go. Comes down to the most exciting part. Actually taking photos. So obviously you want to make sure that you get the exposure right, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, I shoot in aperture priority. It's what I find easiest. All I have to do is choose the aperture, the camera chooses the correct shutter speed. Obviously you have to set the correct ISO for the film that you are using. So the film that I've currently got in the camera is the Kodak Color Plus 200, so that is an ISO of 200. good. It's kind of different on different film cameras, but honestly just read the manual that comes with the camera. It's the easiest way to understand how to use the camera. So my camera has a little dial here, and you sort of lift up the dial and move it to set the ISO. So yeah, as I said, I shoot on aperture priority, which on my camera is the little A, and then I just choose whichever aperture I want, whatever the lighting conditions are for where I'm shooting. And to change the aperture, I just twist this little ring around here. It's so easy. And then the one in front of that is the focusing ring. So as you are looking through the viewfinder, choose your focus, set your aperture, take the photo and wind on, and it's that simple. Obviously, if there is something in particular that you are photographing and you want to use different settings, or you want to choose that all yourself, perfectly fine. Go ahead, do your thing, get creative. So now let's say you want to shoot a multiple exposure. I've got some examples here of the photographs that I took. They're a little bit moody, very dramatic, not exactly what you're expecting, I know. But I was doing a project, it was called A Space Within, and I was exploring sort of mental states. So that's why this video just took a very dark turn. But multiple exposure. So you take one photo, and then what you want to do is you want to wind on the camera, but without the film moving. And the way you do that is on the bottom of the camera is the rewind button. But to do this on my camera, you press in rewind button. Now you have to stop this spool at the beginning from winding round. So you have to hold that button in, and then wind the camera on. Very fiddly, but once you get the hang of it, like when I was doing a shoot and I was literally doing photo after photo of multiple exposures, it got easier. I will tell you that. But it creates a really cool effect, and I hope you're excited to get shooting on film. And if you can't get yourself on a film camera, find some disposable cameras. Get creative with a disposable camera. Have a fun photo shoot, and also check out my Instagram because I have been posting some over there, so check that out. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this different style of video. Let me know if you want more photography related content and what. Give me some ideas and I will see if I can make them happen. And yeah, I really enjoyed making this video, so I hope you find it helpful, and let's shoot on film. Yes. I will see you in a new video very soon. Bye guys.